Hey everybody, this is me, sat at my desk editing this video, and I just wanted to say, because I always forget, so I just wanted to preface this video to say that there is things to watch, like middle to end, but it's not necessarily. So if you wanted to treat this video like a podcast, then please do, and it is pretty safe for small ears, pretty safe. So there are a few mentions of festive related things. I've got small ears too, So yeah, enjoy the video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, my Christmas channel, another video. I just thought I would chat about something which I think a lot of people often feel uncomfortable with, and a lot of people sort of see it as a little bit of a taboo. It makes people feel uncomfortable, and that is money. Money. We're always told, aren't we, like, don't ask how much people earn and things like that. I don't know. Your entire life, everything that you've been through, the way you were brought up, etc., it shapes who you are as a person. And I guess I was sort of brought up in that, like, yeah, you don't talk about money. Don't ask people how much they earn, things like that. So has sort of been a bit of a taboo subject, but I want to break that. So I guess, like many people in the UK, gosh, everything has just shot up. I mean, we are super lucky that we fixed our mortgage for 5 years, and ours has only gone up a little bit, whereas I know, like, some of our friends have gone up a lot. So we're really lucky there, but it's still a lot, it's £100 a month. That's still £100, and everything has gone up. Food has gone up, everything has gone up. It's all a bit crazy, but the problem is wages haven't. And I'm self-employed, and mine goes like this. You can't really predict it, to be honest with you. It's all over the place. So I just wanted to sort of like talk a little bit about Christmas and money. In my opinion, you can have an absolutely amazing Christmas on a budget, on a low budget. For me, don't get me wrong, those things are nice, like luxury food, that's nice. Loads of presents, it's nice. Days out, well, that's nice. But you don't have to. Some of the things that we have done in the past that have left the most memories and the warm fuzzies in my heart have been the free things. So every year we go for a walk in the woods, and we gather bits of pine that have fallen on the floor, and we bring those home, and we make floral arrangements with them. Well, that is free or like very low cost, because sometimes we have to buy like the stuff to put it in. We reuse it a lot, like the Oasis, we reuse it. And that, my girls now every year are like, oh, when are we going on our foliage collecting walk? And I love that, because like that has just really resonated with me. So I've seen a lot of businesses now pushing out their Christmas collections, which is great. I love it. I love looking at all their Christmas collections. But if you're feeling the pinch this year and you're starting to panic and worry a bit about how you're going to afford Christmas, just remember that in years to come, the children probably won't remember what they got. I think back over my childhood, and I can only remember like a very small portion of Christmas presents, a handful, But what I do remember is I remember going to midnight mass with my mum and my grandma. I remember like turning all the lights off in the front room apart from the Christmas tree and watching cosy films. I remember always watching Santa Claus the movie on Christmas Eve. I remember sitting around the tree and singing carols and having mince pies. I always remember making mince pies on Christmas Eve to leave for Father Christmas, which I still do with my children now. Those are the things I remember. I remember going to the church fete with my mum, which I went to with my mother-in-law last year. Those are the things that I remember because they have been, it's repetition, it's been ingrained in me. And I guess because I had a connection with my family and I had the warm, fuzzy feelings, that's what I remember. I can only remember a handful of my presents. And, you know, you can go back through my channel. I asked my eldest what her, like, favourite presents have been. And her answers, like, totally shocked me, actually. Because, you know, we put so much thought and pressure on ourselves to source the perfect gift. First, we're like earning money to buy the gifts, and then we like trying to source the perfect gifts. But actually, when you sort of stand back and you ask kids what their favourite present is, it's not always what you expected. It is not. And I'll tell you this now quickly. One of my friends, she said to me one year, what can I get the kids for Christmas? And I was like, do you know what? Just get them some sweets. They'll be happy with sweets. And she did, right? But I mean, she does that now all the time. But she always packages them up really nicely. Like one year she bought them like a little suitcasey thing, like that you can get from like the Works type of things. And she filled it with sweets. That was their best present. You know, forget all the toys they had. That's what they love. And it really sticks in their mind. And I love that because they remember my friend for that. You know, she's a very dear friend of mine, and I love the fact that my kids have that sort of bond and connection with her. They remember the sweets because it was really exciting. And as a kid, to open this thing and see all those sweets is like, whoa, you know, because it's Christmas and you're allowed sweets at Christmas. So yeah, that is, it can be a low-cost budget Christmas idea. So can other things, like, for example, if you know someone who's really into movies, why don't you make them like a little hamper? Get a cardboard box, and decorate the box. And then just like put some popcorn in there, maybe a couple of cans of drink in there, maybe some packets of sweets. And there you've got yourself like a movie hamper, you know? Maybe someone's like into ice cream, you could do them like an ice cream box. You know, I'm not suggesting you get them ice cream for Christmas because obviously that would melt. But you could get them like some sauce, some flakes, some sprinkles, that kind of thing. And the beauty with those two types of presents is that you can buy something every week in your shopping, because popcorn, cans of Coke, sprinkles, ice cream sauce, they have really, really long dates on them. Be mindful when you're going into the shops. From September onwards, they will start to get like a lot of their gifts out, like their gift ranges out. Now, they look fantastic, you know, because the way they've packaged, but that is a way to kind of like get you hooked into buying that product, I think. Because if you look at the actual amount of ingredients that you get in those, it's a lot of money versus what you could buy for. So like a hot chocolate kit, for example, it is, and I've done this, it is cheaper to go and buy hot chocolate powder, marshmallows, sprinkles, or any like chocolate chips or anything like that. It is cheaper to go and buy those things. I know they don't look, you know, they're just being there like normal packaging, but it's cheaper to buy those things and package it up yourself. So if you are on a budget, don't get suckered in to the packaging. Don't do it. Don't get suckered into the packaging. Make your own packaging. You've got time now. All you need is like an Amazon box or a cardboard box. You could get the kids to paint it and then slap stickers on it. You could wrap it up in pretty paper. You know, it doesn't have to be all singing, all dancing. And particularly if the recipient knows that you're on a budget, you know, and I think it's more thoughtful that way as well, that someone has actually gone and got all the bits and pieces, all the ingredients, and put them together for you. I personally would much rather receive something like that. So I might do another video of loads of like little hamper ideas like that to share with you. But I also wanted to share with you, do not underestimate secondhand or like pre-loved sites. So at the moment, I'm mega into Vinted. If you haven't heard of Vinted, download the app. It's amazing. Start going through your house now and having a bit of a clear out. List the things for sale on Vinted. That's what I've been doing, like the kids' clothes and the kids' toys and things like that. I've been selling, you know, and some of my stuff. Obviously, I'm not like getting rid of all of their stuff, but they grow out of their things more quickly than I grow out of my things. So I've been selling them, and I've left the money in my Vinted account. When I've sold those things, I've left it there, and then I've just been like purchasing bits as and when I've seen it. So the Vinted app, yes, it is for pre-loved things and secondhand things, but it's also for brand new things as well. Some things are like still in their like original packaging with the cellophane on it or tags or whatever. But we need to start normalising secondhand as well, because a kid doesn't see it. And I want to show you some of the things that I've purchased in order to like show you kind of what I mean. So we went to the rustling. So we went to the charity shop the other day, my daughter and I bought this. This is for my youngest daughter. I was looking at this online, okay, and I did add it to her Amazon wish list, which I need to take off. And it was quite expensive, okay. I bought this £1.50p. £1.50, right? £1.50. The box, I've seen worse looking boxes than this on a supermarket shelf. You know, they can get really, really battered. So it doesn't need to still have that little bit of sticky tape holding it down. It doesn't need to have that, because in fact that's really annoying on Christmas Day when kids can't get into it. So inside is this. I love things that come in boxes like this. So yes, it is pre-loved, but it is absolutely immaculate. It's got the instruction bit thing with it, and it's got all the bits. So I don't know, maybe when this was brand new, all these things maybe came in little packets. Oh, I've dropped one, I need to pick that up. Maybe they came in little packets, I don't know. But she won't care. Like, she will open this and she will love it. But she won't have any clue that it was secondhand, nor will she care. My bank balance cares though, you know. It's like £1.50. Like seriously, I'm gonna take that label off. £1.50 from the charity shop. Like, I mean, I only actually bought it because my daughter wanted something else, and I'll come on to that in a minute. My daughter wanted something else, and I didn't quite meet. I have to put it in bags so that in case they come in. Because she wanted something else, and I didn't have any cash. I needed to pay with a card, so I needed to make the minimum payment. I went to another charity shop. So keep your eyes peeled if you are out and about. I bought 2 of these. They're originally from Wilko's, little pots with seeds in them to grow their own. £1. I don't know how much they were brand new, but I thought £1 was pretty good. I got 2 because I've got 2 kids. Perfect, everything they need to grow pumpkins next year. This. Now, my kids are really, really into board games, card games, that kind of thing. They are really expensive brand new. Sometimes you're talking like 30, 40 quid for a game. This hasn't got the plastic on it because it had been opened, but inside all of the bits, it hasn't been used. Like, you know, I don't want to get it out because all the bits might fall out. You know, you get like cardboard things and there's like, you have to pop them out when you get them. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to pop cards out to be able to use them. They're still like that, so it's never been used. I paid £8 for that. And I looked online and it was like a £30 game. But I bought that via Vinted, but I bought it with money that I'd left in my Vinted account from clearing out some old stuff. So it's almost a bit like free money. You're just exchanging like some stuff you no longer want, you've grown out of, and some stuff like for now. So, you know, yeah, definitely my kids. We shop in charity shops all the time. And that is just part of our lifestyle, our philosophy. We're into saving money, we're into saving the planet, sustainability, all that kind of stuff. And like in our community and things, we've got like a culture of sharing clothes. So we've got next door neighbours who've got daughters that are old, just a bit older than my two, and they hand down clothes to us. Some of them we keep, not all of them my daughter likes. So some of them we then like donate the ones to the charity shop that she doesn't want to keep, and things like that. Like my kids, I know people that have got younger kids than me, so then I'll move some, I'll sell some, donate some, move some along, so it's in our kind of ethos. The kids don't care, they don't even notice because it's new to them. It's all new to them, and we just have built that into our life. Like, there'll be a mix of secondhand and there'll be a mix of new, and as I say, like that bead set is secondhand, but you can't tell. So even if that was a thing, you can't tell. Even if people you were gifting to were a bit like, a bit funny about secondhand, you can't tell. So, and I just think actually, if people you're gifting to do have a problem with that and they know that you're on a tight budget, I have to say I'm not really sure that they are good friends. Because for me, with my friends, no present at all is absolutely fine by me. I know that things are expensive right now. I know that people are struggling. No present is fine. I'd rather see you. I'd rather go out for a walk with you than have like you. What kind of friend would I be if I wanted, you to buy me an expensive present when I know that you're really struggling financially? No way. So for me, no present, or like, I don't know, bar of chocolate, that's fine. 50p or whatever. Oh no, hang on. It's not the 90s anymore, and not 50p for a bar of chocolate. But you know what I mean? A bar of chocolate, that's fine. I very rarely buy myself chocolate, so betting a bar of chocolate, I'm happy with that. Anything like that. So yeah. I just think we need to like reframe our mind. And also in the charity shop where I had to spend that thing to make the minimum car payment, which wasn't a problem because like that's another thing for like I put away for Christmas. They had got, it was Bernardo's, and they had got like this display stand thing, and they call it pocket money toys, right? And everything in there was 20p. And I was just looking at, my daughter wanted a specific thing, which is why we went to the charity shop, and we found it, which was good. And she for 20p, woo. And they've got like fidget toys in there. Then she bought this like little torch, which I showed on my Instagram. Loads of little figures, characters, things like that. They've got baby rattles, musical instruments. 20p. I am so going to be going back there because that is such a good price. That is such a good price, 20p. Like, you wouldn't have to spend very much to fill a stocking at that price. That is just fantastic. So we've got time. It's only August. So you've got time to think about adding things to your shopping every week now, particularly things with long dates. You've got time to kind of like, if you're in town, just swing by the charity shop, have a look. There's no pressure then, is there? And this is what's quite nice, is there's no pressure. So if you don't see anything, doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? If you do see something, then awesome. Pick it up now because it will be gone. The only thing with charity shops is things don't stick around, particularly things on good prices. So yeah, get it when you see it, if you can. Obviously, depending on how much it is and if you can afford it at the time. I know it's tricky. But yeah, we've got time, so there's less pressure. So, just make perhaps that a weekly habit if you can, like sneaking out. And as I say, I managed to buy that with my daughter with me because she was like, I'd left her rummaging through the like little stand, which I could still see her, and I was like, put it on the counter, slipped it in the bag. So I still managed to do it. So if you can, try and make that a bit of a habit, getting out to a charity shop once a week or once a month or something, and have a look at what they've got. And yeah, just so start now, go on Vinted, set yourself up with an account, start having a little browse, see what's on there, have a little look, see what you think you could sell. yeah, we can do this. We can do an amazing Christmas for our family, low cost, and we can help sort out some of that stuff that goes to landfill as well. So good things.